ACUHO-I, are you ready? All right, fantastic. So just prior to starting my term as president, my predecessor, Deb Schmidt-Rogers, told me that time would move fast, that the pace of the presidency would often be too much, but the investment was well worth it, and to enjoy the ride. Enjoy. Too big, too difficult, too all-consuming to apply the word enjoy, I thought. Now I can say with certainty that I do enjoy it, but it is an enjoying which is more like it being meaningful, satisfying, hugely worthwhile, and always growing, learning, serving, a fullness of feeling, and fulfilling of a professional calling. So here I am at the halfway mark of my presidential term and in my 5th year on the executive board. There's nothing like this context, or should I say vortex, to grow personally, to deepen, and to learn some things about leadership, about myself, and about this association I've called my professional home for 21 years. First of all, I want you to know how much I experience and increasingly feel that it is a privilege to be able to be the president of this association with our sense of mission, with the kind of people you are as colleagues, and with the kind of institutions who choose us as an association. It is a privilege to serve our mission, to serve you and with you, and to serve our association in ways that are authentic and meaningful to both my personal and professional life. I have come increasingly to love what I do, experience it as a full expression and exercise of my vocation, and I feel enthusiastic, hopeful, and renewed for the future of ACUHO-I. I come into ACE with you, my colleagues, with a common purpose. I am more assured and more inspired about how important, how good, and how impactful our work is as an association, and precisely the kind of association we are, and how much it deserves our very best efforts in the best of our truth as persons and as a community of practitioners committed to advancing the campus housing profession in service of our students. For me, this is represented in our realizing our commitment to equity and inclusion with the launching of the Leadership Academy, the publishing of the Professionals of Color supplement, moving into the 4th year of the Multicultural Institute here at ACE, and the leadership of the most racially and ethnically diverse executive board in the history of the association. To lead ACUHO-I as an African American man at this time in our history is both daunting and the most significant way I can express my gratitude to an association that continues to give me, in the most unimaginable ways, life, joy, and honor. And I know my ability to serve comes on the backs of those whose leadership and support I count on daily. I thank all of my colleagues at Seattle University, 2 of whom are with me here today, Sue-Ann Wong and David Stephen, especially my students, the Division of Student Development colleagues, particularly my executive coordinator, Hillary Sage, and my senior team members, James Ouellette and Michelle Etchart. You stood in the gap when my ACUHO-I adventures called me away from campus and did so graciously, without question, and with a generosity I can't even begin to describe. I'd like to specifically thank Dan Ocampo, who was supposed to be on this journey with me and even in the midst of his recovery from a massive stroke, continues to offer me daily support and affirmations as it relates to my leadership of ACUHO-I. I am inspired by him daily and wish for each of us an ounce of the heart and character he shows each day. Lastly, but certainly not least, I want to thank my family, both my family of origin and my chosen family, represented here by my wife and partner in love, Michelle. I ran for office when we were an engaged couple and learned of my election while we were on our honeymoon in Costa Rica in 2016. No one has sacrificed more or supported me more in the last 3 years, and while I know it hasn't always been easy, your love and support for my professional pursuits has made all the difference in my being able to give ACUHO-I all I have. I love you more every day and am grateful to be on this ride with you. This evening, I feel compelled to share with you the words of writer and spiritualist Oriah Mountain Dreamer from her piece entitled Moments of Grace. I'm drawn to her writings in those moments when I find myself off kilter, which ironically can happen quite a bit as president of ACUHO-I, and in those moments when I need to be recentered. It reads as follows: once in a while, we are given moments of real grace. Sometimes, during my early morning meditation, a place within me opens and parts of myself let go that I did not even know were holding on. In these moments, I feel all the hard places in my heart and body yield to a great softness, carried on my breath, and I am filled with compassion for the part of me that is always trying, always organizing, problem solving, anticipating. And my mind stops and simply follows my breath. A great faith washes through me, a knowing that everything that needs to get done will get done. My shoulders drop an inch, the small but familiar ache in my chest eases, and the moment stretches. There is enough time, enough energy, enough of all that is needed. A great tenderness for myself and the world opens inside me. And I know I belong to this time, to these people, to this earth, and to something that is both within and larger than all of it, something that sustains and holds us all. I do not want to be anywhere else. I am filled with commitment and compassion for myself and the world. This is the reality we live, aspiring to be our best, longing for and sometimes finding meaning and connection within ourselves and with that which is larger than ourselves. We are undone by messy bathrooms, traffic jams, and burnt toast. I am not interested in spirituality that cannot encompass my humanness, because beneath the small daily trials are harder paradoxes, things the mind cannot reconcile but the heart must hold if we are to live fully. Profound tiredness and radical hope, shattered beliefs and relentless faith, the seemingly contradictory longings for personal freedom and a deep commitment to others, for solitude and intimacy, for the ability to simply be with the world and the need to change what we know is not right about how we are living. I wish for all of us the ability to live fully, radical hope, relentless faith, a deep commitment to others, and the opportunity to lead in service for others. Thank you so much for your support, and I look forward to engaging with you all through the next several days.